Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly roundup of here at Webby on Webbys Sports Roundup in my manor in CAIXESBBXXX, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can hear the sea behind me. What a morning and what a week I've had. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, this week's show, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to my show, please subscribe. It is for free, cost you nothing. Okay, here we go. Right, shout outs. We've got rugby league, rugby union, we've got snooker, Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan, boxing from Johnny Goggles, horse racing, you know what happened last week, the Grand Prix, we've got a bit of golf news next week, the Ryder Cup. We've also got, what else we got? Something new for the local community, and we got the main man, CD Tenerife, you know who he is, Chris Todd, coming very, very soon. Right, first thing that's going to happen, my Terry number 2, you know what he's like. He messaged me after we did last week's show, Webby, mistakes. So I've got to put them right. 3 apologies. Kicking off with Carl Walker. I said he had 100 caps for England, scored the first goal. Was it? It was 78. There's your first one. Second one, Scotland do not play football at Murrayfield. Scotland play rugby at Murrayfield. It is at Hampden Park. Sorry, Tal. And number 3, Paolo Di Canio. Lazio, he was born, he played there 3 times over his career. He did not play at Roma, bit of a problem there. It was Cisco Roma, a small little club outside of Roma. So Terry, there's your 3 apologies. So all right, don't do any mistakes next week or I'll have you for it, Sam. Right, you got to give the love to all my 12 sponsors, donators. Go on to timothy.com/Webby, look at all the 12 and give them a bit of love, give them a bit of business. That's what they're for. They took lots of money, didn't they, for F.A.C.T, fighting against cancer in Tenerife. One of the ones I want to give a big shout out is a good friend of mine, Paul Reeve. Listen, God loves a trier. There's the Buzz Inn bar down in Los Cristianos, Compostela Beach Hotel. In the back, on the side, opposite Zara's, the shops for the ladies. Right, then go in there, you go and book a couple of trips. Right, it's called Buzz Excursions. Compostela Beach, don't forget, 9 till 6, 9 in the morning, 6 p.m. at night, 7 days a week, next door to Buzz Bar. Go and say hello to him, tell him Webby sent you, and he'll look after you, okay? Paul, there's your shout out, you need it. Right, Rugby League, always it. It's for the Northerners, isn't it? All the ones above Watford Gap. Right, top 3, all won. Wigan, Catalan, and St Helens. That's my team. Follow them, since anywhere inside, up and under, kicking over the sticks for a couple of points. Love them. Right, also wins for Huddersfield and for Hull KR, and Lee beat bottom of the table Wakefield. They're still footed there. They're going down to the championship. They've only got 8 points. They're beaten by 20 points to 19. Now tonight is every team is playing for the playoffs, okay? Top 4 playoffs, I think it's 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. The winners, they're playing the final at Wembley. So good luck to the top 4 for tonight's games. Bit of Formula 1. We go past this quite quick because I'm not the biggest Formula 1 fan, but my mates Kerry and yeah, you know, back home in Chesterfield, Ian, they love it. Absolutely watch the show every single week. Carl Sainz wins the Singapore Grand Prix last week in his Ferrari. Britain came 2nd and 3rd, Norris and Hamilton. Verstappen 5th, stopped him winning number 12 on the bounce. Right, Johnny Goggles, you know, you've heard that name every week. Boxing, he's my roving reporter. Right, Jaden is his son. Last week, trampolining in Birmingham. Now, I'm going to let him tell you exactly what happened last week. So, Johnny Goggles, boxing, take it away, son.
Hello everyone, I'm Johnny Goggles and this is Webby's Boxing Roundup. This Saturday we have an exciting card coming from Wembley Arena, London. The rematch of Joe Joyce versus Zhilei Zhang for the WBO interim heavyweight title. The first bout ended in a Zhang victory in the 6th round after Joyce took a massive beating, and after the ring doctor assessed the damage to his eye, he instructed the ref to stop the bout. I've seen quite a lot of these fighters and I know we're in for a treat this Saturday. These two may not be household names yet, but I think both could stand their ground against the big guys with the likes of Fury and Usyk. Joe Joyce, the juggernaut, is a tough lad, with a great win last year against Joseph Parker, and let's not forget the shock win against Daniel Dubois in 2020. But can he avenge his only defeat against Zhang? The Southpaw Zhang has only one defeat as well, coming last August against Filip Hrgović. Now, I watched that bout and I didn't think Zhang deserved to lose, but the judges scored Hrgović as the winner. It's hard to say who I think will win this, but if Joyce isn't stiff, as he was in the first bout, a bit more head movement and not throwing in straight lines, using his pivot to create angles, I think he could do some damage. But he has got to watch out for Zhang's big left hand. We also have a tasty undercard with Anthony Yard down, but at the time of filming this, his opponent hasn't been named yet. Also, three lads that I have a soft spot for, as they are local lads and I've followed their careers from the beginning. Brothers Sam and Sean Noakes and the massive Moses Itoma. If you get the chance to watch them, you will not be disappointed. Also on Saturday, out in the States, we have Hitchens versus Cepeda at super lightweight for the vacant WBC silver title. Also on the card is our own Conor Benn, with 10 rounds at super welter against Mexican Rodolfo Oscorzo. It's a bit controversial with Ben being on the card, as he currently doesn't hold a British boxing licence, after failing 2 drug tests while in camp for the Eubank Junior bout. Well, that fight got cancelled and UCAD provisionally suspended Ben, but the National Anti-Doping Panel has lifted that ban after a hearing in July. But UCAD and the British Boxing Board of Control are appealing that decision. Going off topic now, as Webby mentioned last week, my son Jaden was competing at the British Trampolining Finals in Birmingham, which is a huge competition where gymnasts have to qualify through other competitions. This was Jaden's second year qualifying, and he done himself, his club, his friends and family proud. He didn't come away with a medal, but got a decent score and a big improvement from last year against the best 14 to 17 year olds in the country. Thanks to Webby for this message to my lads. That's it from me today, this week even. But don't forget, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, please like and subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup from sunny Tenerife. It's free.
Thanks for that, Mr. Goggles. Johnny boy, he's over in a couple of months' time, so Tim, we'll have a couple of beers with him, son, all right? Absolute quality. He's a top boy, Johnny Goggles. And good luck to Jaden, obviously, for the trampolining. Next time, you'll get a medal for Uncle Webby. I know you will, son. I've just popped in. I took one of my sports and memorabilia photographs. It was in my last pub, the world famous Garner Bar. Met lots and lots of personalities in the sporting world. And I think it was one of my big charity nights I did. When Billy Mitchell EastEnders, you know, is a good pal of mine, he came in on the night, and a guy called Nicky Cook, okay, ex-featherweight boxer, seen him fight on TV before, cracking boxer he was. There's a great photo, and I've put it there, and I've got his belt. So you look, got Billy, me, and Nicky Cook. And guess who was the fighter? It wasn't me, it was him on my left-hand side. So 33 fights, only lost 3. Cookie, how are you? Hopefully see you one day. Right, snooker. Listen, there's only one man in snooker, innit? Rocket Ronnie O'Sullivan. The Shanghai Masters was on last week. He's won the previous 3, and what did he go into? He won the 4th. Absolutely. I think he's 46 years of age. Phenomenal. He is the best. Now, on his way, he beat Ali Carter, he beat Higgins, and he beat Selby. Great 3 snooker players. Beat them out of sight, and he took on Brissell, who won the Crucible World Championship last year from Belgium. Beat him 11 frames to 9. So there he is. I think he won 205,000, and Brissell won 110,000. It's back pocket money, back pocket. Now, this is the time to make a bid for his snooker cue. Whoever wins the bid, places the highest bid, will also get a video with Ronnie signing the cue. Listen, that's got to be one of the best items you're ever going to have. timothydowd.com/Webby, and you'll see all the items. There's a lot of other items on there as well. Make a bid for it. He is the man. How long he's going to go on for, who knows. Right, let's have a look. Rugby union, a little bit of sport news at the moment, not a lot, but the big boys, we're going to be all together very, very soon. Wins for Ireland, Wales and England over Japan. Didn't play as well as they did the week before. But anyway, more games this weekend. So next Friday will be a big, big update. Who's going to get into the quarterfinals, semis and win. I still say France is the team for me. Horse racing. One of my great loves of my life is horse racing. Lee Sobot, you know what he's like. He came up trumps last week. He gave us continuous at 11-4, wins the St. Ledger. That's a boom for all you people that's backed it. 11-4 winner. If you backed every single horse from the start, you'd be well up. You really, really would. Tim wants to start putting money on, so no, keep it. There's only one winner. That's a bookie. And I was a bookie before, so you know what I mean. So I know. So well done to all the boys that backed continuous. Ash probably did. Right, this week he's given me 2. He did last week or 2 weeks ago, if you remember. The one I gave you lost, and the one he gave me, the second one won, and I didn't give it you. Anyway, here we go. It's the Air Go Cup. He's going for the big one. It's about 8-1 at the moment. Orazio, 335 at Air, Crowley and Hills combination, and Connections think it's a group horse. It's about 8, so get on quickly, okay? Right, he's given me a second one as well. He's going mad. Cherry Blossom, 340 at the Curragh. O'Brien and Dettori combination. Fantastic combination they are, aren't they? So there you go. Orazio, 335 Air, and Cherry Blossom, the 340 at the Curragh. Have a little double each way, whatever. I'll leave it up to you. Don't forget, a bit of a disclaimer. I haven't said it for a few weeks. I have forgotten to tell you the truth. Don't back any horses if you've had a few sherbets. If you've got a problem upstairs, don't back any horses. There's only one winner, and that's the bookie. Just enjoy yourself. Put a £5, put a £10, what you can afford. Okay? So just please, please be careful. And don't back if you're underage, that's for sure. I'll put another photograph behind me. When I was back in the World Famous Garden Bar, a very good friend of mine that I met, I didn't know who he was, called Mike Gibson. He actually owns Gibson Saddles at Newmarket on the Tatterstores. And he used to send me over various items for my charities I did for the Lions Club, for Help the Heroes, etc. Lots of stuff. And he sent me over a few bits and pieces, which I took a photograph. A couple of caps, as you'll see. One signed by Kieran Fallon, and his son's the jockey now. My favourite jockey on the flat. And Seb Saunders, who's on Sky Sports Racing. So I've got 2 caps in there. So if you want, have a look and just check it out. So Gibson Saddles at Newmarket. If anybody's there, love you to walk in, say Webby sent me from Webby Sports Runner from Tenerife, and he will know exactly who I am, we hope. Right, this is a big one and a new one for me. Golf news. Wagsy, my good West Ham pal, his son Andy, very, very good mates, a guy called Steve Cook, said to me a few weeks ago, would you like a roving reporter from the Ryder Cup in Rome? I went, goes without saying. Anyway, this week, because it starts next Friday, so we've got to get this Ryder Cup back. We've got a great chance, I think. Now, so I'm roving reporter. I've got a video here with a guy called David Wood, head PGA Pro at the Orset Golf Club in Essex. Dave also owns DK Golf Limited. Google it, see if it can help you. Lovely, lovely fella. Talked to him on the phone a couple of days ago. Very, very nice fella. Now, the Ryder Cup video. Steve Cook and Dave Wood. It's on now. Take it away.
Hi Webby, with the Ryder Cup fast approaching, as promised, here's a quick review on the chances of a European victory in Rome against a strong American team. And firstly, some thoughts on Luke Donald's team selection. I'm currently at Orset Golf Club in the heart of Essex with Dave Wood, head PGA Pro and owner of DK Golf. Who better to give his opinion on Donald's wildcard picks? Dave, obviously, 6 of the team have made it on automatically through the ranking system and obviously deserve there on merit. What's your thoughts on the 6 wildcard picks?
Well, I think they're pretty good. It's always hard to just get the right wild cards. Luke Donald's got to balance up the experience, and he's got to balance up the rookies. We need rookies for future Ryder Cups. I do feel extremely sorry for Adrian Maronk, who really, in my opinion, should be in the team, but someone's always going to have to miss out. I do think 6 is too many picks, but there we go. That's the rules of the game at the moment, and that's where we're at. So I think we've got a great chance. I think they're extremely strong, as are America. So we'll always be close.
Thanks, Dave. And do you think we've got an opportunity to win out in Rome?
I think we've got a great chance. I think it's going to be all about the pairings, and I really think the top 3 players, Hovland, McIlroy, and obviously Johnny Rahm, have got to be right on their game, because America are coming to keep hold of that trophy.
That's great. Thanks, Dave. Webby, next stop, Rome.
Come on, Europe.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Dave. Absolutely superb. So there you are. That's your bit of a plug, my son. Cookie and DK Golf Limited. We are going to be having bits of items from the Ryder Cup next week. He's going to be sending them over to me. Who's who, who's winning, who's losing. Awesome. Thank you. Right. Last but not least, yeah, we're coming to the general. Now, he is the Armada, sir, Chris Todd. He is the #1 man at CD Tenerife, believe me. Got a couple little videos coming up. The first one is with regards to, how can I say it? I've got to think now, our great rivals, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. They got promoted last year into the Premier League. Something happened, disastrous last weekend. So all I'm going to say is, Tim, get that video up from Toddy. Let's see what happened.
And a quick anecdote from last weekend, and I think most Tenerife fans are still laughing at this. 15 of the UD Las Palmas squad missed their flight to Madrid. They were late to getting a coach to Sevilla to play Sevilla in the league, in La Liga. But they missed the plane. There was a slight delay, and 15 went strolling off for a coffee. And it does help to read the board to when it says last call. I mean, I don't know if it's something that's new or so, I'm not sure, but it does. You have to actually go to the boarding gate and get on the plane if you're a professional footballer or anyone. So that's just a bit of advice for those yellows over the water. Okay, thank you very much.
Superb. How can they do that? What happened to them? 15 of them. Anyway, let's get on. Another one, a video from Chris Todd, all about last week's football.
Hello everyone, welcome to Webby Sports Roundup and news about our local team, CD Tenerife. And it's not such good news this week. We lost 2-1 last weekend against Sporting Gijón away, conceding in the 94th minute, which is gutting, to be honest. And don't you just hate football sometimes? Manager Garitano received a bit of stick afterwards, really. We've had a good start to the season, but he likes to tinker with the team. He made 4 or 5 changes. We'd won the previous week, so he says he wants to make sure that all the players feel involved, and he wants to play the whole 24 squad, keep rotating. So I'm not sure if that's going to work or not, but I mean, maybe if I was that clued up, I would be the CD Tenerife manager. And he would be doing Webby Sports Roundup, maybe. So, we get ready now for next Monday, and we're playing Espanyol. What a cracking game this could be. This is 4th against 2nd. We're 4th, they're 2nd. Espanyol are the Manchester City of the league, has to be said. And let's see what we can do. I think even Webby's coming up to this one, so we're going to do. We'll be doing a special report from outside the ground and inside. Let's hope for a good night. So on that note, subscribe to Webby Sports channel. It's free. Vamos Tenerife, vamos Webby, and thank you.
But I'll tell you, before we go on to the last item, Tenerife are playing Espanyol next Monday. And guess who's going up? I'm going up. Going to go up and watch them. Take a few vlogs. Going to go up with good pal Sean Murphy, who I watched football with last night, and his son Harry's over. So we're going to drive up, might get a 4th person. Going to watch CD Tenerife, see if we can beat Espanyol. They're like the Man City of England. Plenty of money, some great players. Be a big, big full house. So we're going to take a few videos and enjoy ourselves. That's on Monday night. Right. One last thing. I've got to put a video on here. A guy called Ray Harrison. Okay, this is for the local football community. They do walk-in football. Okay, there's a tournament coming up, and Toddy asked me if I would put up. I said, Toddy, whatever you want, I'll do for you, if it helps people in the local community. So, Ray, take it away. Tell them what the score is, big man.
Hello, hope you're all well. I'm Ray Harrison from FC Las Chaferas Tenerife Walking Football Association. This year we're going to run the Canaries Walking Football Tournament on Saturday and Sunday the 11th and 12th of November at the top trainer Tenerife, Adeki, one of the finest training facilities in Europe, as most of you probably know. Sections are for both men and women. The setup will be for 7-a-side games with a squad of a maximum of 10 players. Everyone is very welcome to join us, whether you want to start your own team or you'd like to just join in with us and we'll place you in one of our teams. Still places available if you'd like to join in. There'll be a presentation evening on the Sunday, the 12th, at the Waterfall on the Gulf Dale, sir, at which there'll be team awards and individual awards for everyone taking part. We're also looking for a number of sponsors for the event, so if you know anyone who would be interested or able to help us out, it'd be much appreciated. Our nominated charity for the day will be F.A.C.T, Fight Against Cancer Tenerife, one that's big in most of our hearts, people who come from Tenerife. If you require any further information, please contact us on Facebook, FC Las Chaferas Walking Football Tenerife.
Cheers, Ray. Well done, my son. Thank you for that. Anybody wants to join, then all you've got to do is get in touch. Last week and every week now with my number 2, Terry, and my number 3, Simon, we do a weekly football Premiership roundup. Okay, so check the vlogs before, some great vlogs, some great information, and it's all a bit of fun and a great laugh. Right, you know what I usually do now. I get the book, and what do I do? It's on the floor, isn't it? Right, first and foremost, I want to thank my chief bottle washer, cameraman, producer, tell me?
Director.
Oh God, I can't get them for director.
PDC, producer.
Oh yeah, PDC. Sorry, Tim. And he's had his haircut. He's getting bored like me. How's Christy? Christine, okay? Same. That's it. Just a different day. So well done. Right, listen. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all my got a few new subscribers this week, and hopefully you enjoyed the last week at the Palm Sports Bar up at San Diego. I did a big Leeds United blog when they beat. Who did they beat last week? They beat them 3-0. Millwall, wasn't it? Beat them 3-0. It happened, didn't it? I loved it up there. Had a great afternoon. Took Blue Horse John, and it was superb. So, and there's more to come. This week, we have got, a referee. I'm going to interview a referee. So that's coming up this week. Looking forward to that. And a lot more interviews come. Newcastle, Celtic, they're all coming on. Rangers again, Paul Stewart. Lots of interviews coming up. So, my last thing, as I say, if you like what you hear, you like what you see, subscribe to my weekly sports roundup and my channel, Webby Sports Roundup, from sunny Tenerife, my manor, on the bottom. And if you want to buy me a coffee or even a bottle of Heineken, you know it's down there. All right, that's what keeps me going. So from me, till next week, Webby, I'll see you later. Take care.